Hello, my dear students. This is Dr. Kamal Hussain, Assistant Professor of Management from the Department of Business Administration, Wal University of Bangladesh. Today, I will deliver my speech from the chapter of Introduction to Industrial Management. I hope you are fine. So, thank you to join with me to listen from the chapter of Introduction to Industrial Management. Firstly, I will mention the different topics I will explain from this chapter. First, you will know the concept of the management, then nature of the management, then I will explain the basic functions of the management, and after that, I will brief you the concept of the industrial management, then what are the importance of industrial management. After that, I will differentiate between the traditional management and then industrial management. Although the industrial management is one of the part of general management. And finally, I will explain to you the different scopes of industrial management. This is all about from the outline of the chapter. Now I am going to define the concept of management. My dear students, please listen to me. What is management? We can define in many different ways. Different authors has defined different way, but the basic is same. So the management is the process of planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling resources. What are the resources? People, money, materials, and information to achieve the organizational goals effectively and efficiently. Then another definition is from Harold Kuntz. He said, management is the art of getting things done through and other people in formally organized group. Another author name is Mary Becker. He defined the management is the art of getting things done through people. So this is all about from the concept of management. My dear students, now I will explain to you the different nature of management. There are different natures of management. One by one, I will explain to you. Management is goal-oriented. Management focuses on achieving specific organizational goals effectively and efficiently. Then management is universal. Management is needed in all types of organization for business, educational organization, government organization, and hospitals. Then management is a continuous process. What is the meaning of it? Management activities like planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and then controlling is a continuous manner or continuous process. Therefore, we can say management is a continuous process. My dear students, management is a group activity. Management works through people and then coordinates group efforts to achieve common objectives. Then management is dynamic also. What is the meaning of it? Management changes according to the business environment, technology, market condition, and then society. It means management is complied with the situation regarding from the internal and external situations of the organization. And it also depends on the market condition. According to the condition of the market, the management will cope with it to adjust. My dear students, now I will explain the different functions of the management. The different functions of the management, sometimes we can say 4 functions, sometimes we can say 5 functions, both are correct. So now I will explain one by one to you, my dear students. First one is planning. What is the meaning of the planning? I will say you. Planning means deciding in advance what to do, how to do it, and then when to do it. For example, a company plans a marketing campaign for a new product launch. That can be planned. Then I will explain the meaning of the organizing, the second functions of the management. Organizing means arranging resources and assigning tasks to achieve goals or objectives of the organization. Here I will bring an example. A school organizes teachers into different departments and the schedules of the classes. That is, we can say, the organizing. Or I can say the resources will be properly allocated to the different departments and different department heads for achieving the goals and objectives. That is also the organizing. Organizing also mean the departmentalization of the organization. There are many departments in the organization, for example, marketing department, sales department, finance department, human resource management department, accounting department, so forth. That is also, we can say, organizing. My dear students, now I will explain the staffing, then directing, and then finally controlling. Staffing. Hiring, training, developing the employees for the organization, because human resources are the main resource of the organization. So they need to hire, train them, and then develop them to fit with the organization for achieving targets or their responsibilities assigned. Here I will bring the example of staffing. That means a hospital recruits the directors or doctors and nurses and provides the training program for achieving their job target. Directing or leading, the same thing. Now I will explain to you the directing or leading. What's the meaning of it? Directing means guiding, motivating, supervising the employees to work effectively. So definitely there is a leader. The leader will guide, leader will motivate, and then supervise what to do and how to do what you are doing. So therefore, the tasks are given to you will be correctly attained. Here I will give you the example. A team leader motivates the workers to meet monthly sales target. That can be the good example of directing. And then final functions of the management is controlling. Controlling means measuring performance and correcting mistakes to ensure the goals are achieved. For example, a factory manager checks the product quality and reduces the production error. So the management will do it periodically because it will guide for the managers and the employees towards achieving the target. If there is anything wrong, then they will take the corrective measure. My dear students, now I am going to define the industrial management from the different authors one by one. What is the meaning of the industrial management? Industrial management is a branch of management, as I told you earlier, that focuses specially on managing the industrial and then manufacturing operations. It combines the engineering principles with management practices to improve production, productivity, quality, and industrial efficiency. So according to Bharti, he defined the industrial management is the process of directing and controlling the operations of an industry effectively and economically. Then another author is defined also the industrial management is a concern with the management of industrial enterprises and includes planning, organizing, directing, and controlling industrial activities. So this is all about the concept of industrial management. My dear students, I will explain now the importance of industrial management. What are the importance? Definitely there is a many importance, but few of them I will explain to you one by one. First one, increases productivity. Industrial management helps to better utilization of the man, machines, materials, which increases production efficiency. Second importance, reduces production cost. Proper planning and controlling minimize wastage, delays, and then unnecessary expenses leading to the lower production cost. Third importance is improves the product quality. It ensures the quality control and standardization, helping industries produce better quality goods and services. My dear students, I am telling you the importance of industrial management. Industrial management ensures the efficient use of resources. That is also an important issue. Industrial management makes the effective use of labor, machinery, time, and raw materials to avoid the wastage. Then final importance is promotes the industrial growth and profitability. Efficient management improves the organizational performance, increases profits, and supports the industrial development also. My dear students, I have finished the importance of industrial management. Now, I am going to explain the distinction between the management and then industrial management. What are the differences between two management? Differences in light of meaning, scope, main objective, area of application, nature of work, then required knowledge, then focus, and then final decision making style of two different management. Few of them I will explain. What's the meaning of the management? General process of managing any organization. And then industrial management related mainly to industries and then manufacturing units. Scope. What are the scope of management? Broad. Applies to the different types of the organization, whereas the industrial management narrow scope applies mainly to the industry operations. Main objective, achieving the organizational goals effectively is the objective of the management, whereas the industrial management, improving the production efficiency and industrial productivity. And the nature of the work, management deals with overall organizational activities, whereas the industrial management deals mainly with the production and then technical activities. Focus. Management focuses on planning, coordination, leadership, and then control, whereas the industrial management will focus the production planning, quality control, maintenance, and then workflow. Finally, the decision-making style of management and then industrial management. Management concerned with general organizational decision, whereas the industrial management concerned with the industrial and then production-oriented activities. My dear students, I have just now explained the difference between the traditional management and then industrial management. Now I am going to explain the different scopes of the industrial management. I hope you will listen me. There are different scopes of industrial management. I will explain one by one. First one is production management. Production management deals with the planning, organizing, controlling production activities to ensure smooth manufacturing operations. Then second scope is material management. It includes purchasing, storing, handling, and then controlling raw materials and finish the goods efficiently. Third scope is quality control. It ensures that the products meet required standards and then customer expectation through inspection and then quality assurance. My dear students, still I am going to explain the different scopes of industrial management. Personnel management. This is also the scope of the industrial management. It involves the recruitment, training, motivation, safety, and then welfare of the workers in the industrial organizations. Financial management. It covers the budgeting, cost control, investment decision, and then proper use of the financial resources in industries. Plant and equipment management deals with the maintenance required, replacement, and then efficient utilization of the machines and then industrial equipments. Then it remains the two other scopes also. I am going to talk on it. Work study and method study. It focuses on improving the work's method, reducing the unnecessary efforts, and increasing the workers' productivity. And then final scope is marketing and distribution management. It includes the sellings, transportation, warehousing, and distribution of the industrial production services to the customers and to satisfy them. My dear students, I have finished the different topics as I told you earlier. Again, I am going to remind you what are the topics I have explained. Concept of management I have explained, then nature of the management, then I have explained the basic functions of the management, and after that I told you the definition of the industrial management, then its importance I explained to you, and then I have differentiated between the management and then industrial management, and finally I have explained the different scopes of industrial management. This is all about from the chapter. Thank you for listening me. I hope you will enjoy it for your benefits. Thank you once again.